Reposting content has to be the most important aspect of my content creation brand or my approach to creating videos for social media purposes. When I tell you I'm still reposting videos that I made back in 2021, 2022, in the year 2026. And those same videos still go viral. When I say viral, there's one video that I made back in 2022. I was walking through Walmart with my mother one day. We, I can't remember what we went to Walmart for, but I'm walking through, minding my own black owned business. And I come across those sugar cookies, the like the pottery joints with like the glob of icing and a little bit of sprinkles. There's a specific name for it, and I can't remember what the name is. Like something house cookies, or it don't matter. I despise those cookies with a fiery passion. I cannot stand those cookies. When you see them, you know what I'm talking about. They usually only have either pink icing or blue icing with the colorful sprinkles, and it's a white cookie. Like it's like a soft white cookie, and they're in those clear containers, and they're always at the front of Walmart for whatever reason. They just be just out in the open, just chilling. Not even in a cookie section. They just be out front and center for no reason, for literally no reason. So I get the idea to film basically 4 shots, two of the cookies, and then two of me looking at the cookies with utter disdain. And when I tell you, I've been posting that video at least once a year since 2022 to 2026. The last time I posted it, it was December 20, December 23rd, 2025 on Instagram. Mind you, I didn't even post it manually. I did that through an auto posting platform. So we're gonna talk about automation a little bit later. But I posted that video, and it had Weird Al Yankovic trapped in the drive-through in the background, and the voiceover specifically, where he looks at me, and I look at him. He looks at me, and I look at him. He looks at me, and I look back at him. He says, "I'm sorry. What did you want again?" That's the trapped in the drive-through. But anyway, that is my most viral video ever that I've ever posted on any social media platform ever. The time of recording this video right here, it is January 2026. That video has over 8.4 million views. And that is a repost. A video that I've posted across 5 different platforms. And I reposted that. That is an old video that I reposted multiple times. And people love it every time. I love it every time. And you know why? It's because the idea of comfort media, reruns, nostalgia, and the algorithm working in my favor, where it blasts it out to new audience who didn't see it the first 5 times that I posted it. And people who saw it on TikTok but didn't see it on Instagram. People who saw it on Instagram but didn't see it on YouTube Shorts. People who saw it on YouTube Shorts but didn't see it on Threads. I mean, so reposting content that already had that I posted before, post it again. That is one of the most crucial elements of my approach to content creation, because even for the people who've seen it 4 times, when they see it on that 5th time, they don't know which way is up. They still gonna like it because it's coming across the timeline again. It's still funny. It's still elicits an emotional reaction. It's still like, oh man, that was hilarious. Double tap, hit the heart, comment, share, save, so they don't miss it, because we're bombarded with media endlessly, not just on social media, but just media in general. A billboard is a form of media. When you drive by, ads everywhere. So you probably don't even remember the last thing that you watched before watching this video right here. It's here today, gone tomorrow. So the point of reposting content is so that I'm constantly top of mind. And the piece on comfort media is like, oh, this is my favorite show. I can watch it 50 times and never get tired of it. You know how many times I've seen Emperor's New Groove? How many times I've watched Mean Girls, Pitch Perfect? How many times I've seen Remember the Titans? How many times I've watched The Lorax? Come on. Come on. So the thing is, to be able to repost content, you got to post it once. And then you also have to save that video somewhere in the archive so that you can post it again. So there's a whole system that allows me to post and repost those reposts over and over and over, so that the machine goes on with or without me having to manually make a new video and then hit post. And I talk about reposting and a whole bunch of other stuff in my content creator toolkit. I created an evergreen piece of information. It's literally something where I boiled down all of my lived experiences, everything that I've seen from other content creators, stuff that works, stuff that doesn't work, stuff that is sustainable, stuff that will lead to burnout. I packaged it all together into, it's literally some slides and a voiceover of me talking things through. But when I tell you, it is extremely helpful, whether you're a content creator that is burnt out and you want to de-stress your creative process, or you're someone who's beginning from scratch. Even if you are a content creator and you have an account for this type of niche, but now you're trying to approach content creation from an entrepreneurial situation, and you're trying to figure out, well, how do I start up a new account from scratch? Or you're starting from zero, you've never posted a day in your life. This content creator toolkit is something that is extremely helpful and extremely practical and extremely sustainable and extremely evergreen. Because anything that is worth building, anything that you want to live on and to be sustainable, you got to have a very firm foundation for it to keep going. So, with being a content creator for 10 plus years across 5 plus platforms, and me playing the long game and just being able to whip out a camera and take something from idea to real life to posted, and like that is a skill that I have cultivated. That is also part of a gift that God has bestowed upon my person. So the toolkit is not just something that I created for kicks and giggles. It's also something to package that gift and to give it to other people so that they can use it for their benefit, or even gift it to somebody else for their benefit. It's something where you hear people talk about monetizing social media and your creativity, right? This digital product, my content creator toolkit, is a way where I'm monetizing my creativity, but it's also a way where I'm packaging a whole bunch of lived experience, 10 plus lived experiences, 10 plus years of wins and losses into a toolkit that will actually help somebody do what I did in 10 years, help them do it in 6 months, 1 year. I'm not talking about doing it just for the accolades or doing it just for the views. I'm talking about creating a sustainable approach to creativity that is applicable and transferable to other areas of life. Like whether social media lives or dies in the next 30 years, I'm thinking long term, the next 30 years, my approach to creativity will still be just as useful, sustainable, and valid today as it will be 30 years from now. So that approach to content creation is a different lens through which you can approach social media. This is nothing to do with get rich quick. This has nothing to do with just posting until you can't post no more and then you pass out because you're exhausted from doing this thing called posting to social media. Because what's the point? There's literally no point to burning out just for some views or just for the chance to go viral. What? This ain't about virality. This is about setting up systems and streamlining the creative process so that you can do other things with your life while the system is going. Now, I mentioned automation a little bit earlier. I touched on it. 2025 was the first year, or it was like the end of 2024 going into 2025. But let's say 2025 was the first year when I used a third party automated posting software that has literally changed the game for me. Not just from posting, but also from archiving. So it's called repurpose.io. This is not sponsored. This is literally just sharing tools and resources with whomever. But with repurpose.io, it's amazing because there's the cross posting ability, there's the reposting, and there's also the archiving, the auto archiving situation. So think this through. I have several workflows that are automated currently. So one is the archiving function. So I have it set where every single video that I've ever posted to TikTok has been automatically backed up to a Google Drive folder. So there's the archiving function there. Then there's the cross posting function, where any video that I post to TikTok, for example, will then be posted to Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Threads, Facebook, and am I missing one? No. Yeah. And yeah, so one video gets posted to 5 platforms within a 2 hour span. Sometimes almost immediate. So then there's the reposting function. So automatically, any video, for example, that I posted to Instagram is one of the workflows. Go from Instagram to YouTube Shorts. Any video that I posted on Instagram in the past, like going back to as far as necessary, I think it goes within I think it goes back maybe like 3 years or 3 or 4 years, if I remember correctly. But any video that I've ever posted on Instagram gets auto posted to YouTube Shorts. Like, as an example of a workflow, where all the videos are just constantly going. And I'm posting 5 times a day, minimum. And that's with me not even having Instagram, the app, downloaded on my phone. Because while because the thing is with the automation piece, I also use it so that I can detach from social media. Because if stuff is auto posting, then I'm good to go. I don't have to be checking my phone or just having access to my phone at all times. Excuse me, accessing these platforms through my phone at all times, because then I get into scrolling, and then that's just time wasted. That's just doom scrolling. It's a whole thing. So at the end of 2025, I didn't have TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube on my phone at all. Like the apps were completely deleted. If I needed to do anything, then or double check anything, I could just access the platforms through my laptop. But as far as scrolling through my phone endlessly just because of convenience and habit, my goodness. Repurpose.io saved my brain. Like, I literally changed my brain chemistry at the end of 2025 because I wasn't constantly just scrolling or opening up the apps for no reason. Or opening up the apps consistently or constantly so I can record and post. But like, bruh, I'm posting 5 times a day per platform. So I'm posting 25 videos every day just because I set it up. Now, with this approach, I'm actually putting the skin in the game and I'm actually paying for this service. So do what you will with that information. If you have the means to do it, you're buying time and you're buying convenience with the long term vision of being able to monetize from content so that monetization can pay for your tools and your resources so that you have time to do other things with life. So, reposting and automation are two of your best friends. Also, getting help with your content creation journey from people who actually be doing it day in and day out, who are actually posting, who actually have a track record of not just posting, but also posting videos that consistently get high engagement. I'm not even talking about going viral. Going viral is cool, but getting help from someone who understands the long game of social media, that's what I'm trying to offer people the opportunity as well. From someone that they trust or someone that they see, yo, I actually like their approach. I like their content. I like the way they tell stories. I like how I like their skill set. I wonder how they actually do it. What's behind the scenes? What's behind the phone screen? So the consecration, a consecrated toolkit is a way to show what's behind the last, what's behind the nostalgia, what's behind all the niche references that you thought you were the only one who knew about it when you were 8, or that one memory that you forgot you had. Like, all of this stuff is intentional. So I want to share that intentionality with others in a palatable, approachable way and accessible and an accessible way so that other people can do the same thing. Because there's money to be made out here in these social media streets. There's opportunities to be created through sharing your creativity online. So look, the joint is in the description. Do with that what you will. Shout out specifically Devarian Jarvel. His stuff is really funny. So do with that what you will. But yeah, go ahead and use your creativity for good. And don't burn out. chasing likes and virality. So if you're a content creator, sign up in the comments what your journey looks like. Where are you? What's going on? What's popping? And yeah, I'd love to hear y'all stories. And I also have a podcast, also through YouTube, also on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff. But an opportunity where you can see me talk to other content creators about their content creation journeys. And it's really eye opening. It's really amazing just seeing two people who do the same thing and care about it as much, just share ideas, share lived experiences, share common threads between how different content creators often be having the same thoughts, because we all just be living the same life, just in different fonts. So thanks for watching, and go ahead and check out some of the other stuff I got, because I made it for you. So it'd be great if you engaged with it.